How's it going, everybody? It's Robin here. Welcome to my channel, Aries Fire Tarot, and welcome to session 5 of the tarot tutorial that I'm presenting. And today we're going to talk about the Suit of Pentacles, it's a very nice suit. It relates to material matters, the ability to transform. It relates to your home and money and jobs. Okay, so this is all in all a very nice suit. I talked about the swords last session. It was very challenging, very difficult. So pulling a pentacle in a reading, very nice. Okay, so this is going to be, it's a sort of a counterbalance to the air that we just talked about. So the pentacles are the earth element in tarot, and they represent the zodiac signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I'm going to give you guys a one by one. We're going to go through ace to king, and I'm going to read from the notes that I did originally for myself when I first started studying tarot, and we'll just move through there. And guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm going to do a Q&A session to answer all of your questions. You can put them in the comments. I'll collect them all. If you don't mind me saying your name in the Q&A, you can let me know that too. Or you can email me at ariesfiretarot@gmail.com. And that's also how you would get hold of me if you would like a private reading from me. So we're going to start with the Ace of Pentacles, and remembering that aces are a gift from the universe, okay? So the Ace of Pentacles, you can see there's a great big coin coming in. There's lots of flowers blooming. The sky is beautiful. Is that old saying? I used to live on the east coast of Canada, and they would say, red skies at night is a sailor's delight. Okay, so just a really beautiful, glowing card. So the Ace of Pentacles represents prosperity and material gains. Seeing this card is a good sign of wanting to start a business. Could indicate a lump sum of money or receiving official documents. So Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, big money. Okay, so it's easy to remember. This is a huge blessing. If you guys want to do reversals, just go ahead and think the opposite. Basically, reversals are the negative aspect of a card. I don't do reversals in my readings because I'm a channel and I receive messages from my spirit guides as soon as I pull a card. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Two of Pentacles. Just really have a look at what is going on in the card here. Okay, so the person is juggling two pentacles. They seem very blissful despite the tempest in a teapot going on in the background. There's ships coming in. There could be turbulence around you, but you're super focused on your goal. Okay, it's like, oh, okay, this is happening right now, but I know things are going to be okay, so I'm just going to stick to my plan, stay positive, stay happy. Things can be not so comfortable sometimes, but it's going to turn out okay in the end. So my notes that I wrote, the water can symbolize your emotions sometimes, so be very careful to watch that, okay? This is what you would say to whoever you're reading for. It's important to maintain a life balance. Signs are good that juggling multiple projects or work-life balance is possible as long as you stay focused and have that energy being very, very high. The universe responds to energy as much as it responds to thought, and even more, okay? So this is all in all a very good card, even if the background looks a little bit topsy-turvy, okay? Three of Pentacles, you guys. This is an amazing card. I have started calling this in my readings the Three of Alchemy. And the reason for that is, excuse me, because of the book, The Alchemist, okay? The Alchemist, it shows the journey of transmuting one thing into another and how that's possible with all things in life. And you can see that there's a person working very hard in the background. They're taking this wall and they are creating pentacles out of it. So this is using the strength that you have found in the Two of Pentacles in order to create the reality that you want for yourself, okay? Success is beginning to show as a result of hard work, a sense of achievement as well as material gains. Recognition for work shows a natural ability for the work being done. So this is an extremely positive card. If you want to do the reversal, just think of the negative aspects, okay? There's a couple of uncomfortable, I'm just going to clear my throat quickly. Hold on. Okay, so the next card is the Four of Pentacles. There are a couple of uncomfortable cards in the Pentacle suit, the Four being one of them. Okay, this is somebody that is very stressed out about money. They might be a little bit tight-fisted, just not in the mindset that whatever you send out into the universe comes back, and they're nervous, okay? So you can see he's actually got his feet over top of Two of the Pentacles. He's got his hands wrapped around a pentacle for dear life. He's protecting one that's behind him, like, oh, this is all mine, I'm not sharing it, because there's a limited supply. That is kind of the mindset of the Four of Pentacles. So my notes: being focused on goals and finance and holding on tightly to money, possibly afraid to lose it. Indicates caution, too much caution, and it's time to take the next step. It could indicate a lack of generosity. This is the mindset where somebody might not think, you know, whatever I put into the universe comes back to be tenfold. They could think, well, if I help that person out, then I just won't have enough for myself. But there's a reciprocating energy in the universe. There's something called the vacuum law, and there's also something called the law of reciprocity, and that is not apparent in this card. This is somebody that is a miser. They've maybe had a very severe lack of money in their life, and that has changed the way that they are with handling their finances. So it's kind of a fearful energy. And that leads us into the Five of Pentacles, okay? So yikes. You can see here there's 5 pentacles in the background. This kind of mindset with the Four of Pentacles can really lead into the future, which is not being able to see the wealth and abundance that surrounds people, and instead living with a poverty mindset. Instead of seeing everything as a blessing, they just see their fortune being chipped away. So I'm going to read you guys my notes here. A sign to watch the bottom line, not a time for financial excess. It could indicate a temporary hardship. It's time to keep the budget under control and be careful about new financial commitments. Okay, so this is a very complex card because on the one hand, like an update to the budget might be necessary, but there's always going to be more money coming in here. Okay, so just really take your cues from what is going on here. There's no need to have a poverty mindset when we live in such an abundant universe, but money comes and money goes. So there could be times in your life where, okay, I'm just going to have to not go out for a little while, just be really mindful of my budget until this comes in for me, but always staying focused on the fact that the universe is very gracious and will bless at some point. Okay, it's just being able to weather the storm that we're seeing here in the Two of Pentacles, but still remaining content where you are. Okay, so a really classic example. I think everybody has a lot of homeless people where they live. And I find, like, if I stop and talk to somebody that is without an address, they're normally like very nice and pleasant and upbeat people. So the mindset is still very gracious, even though the circumstance might not be. So that's kind of an underlying tone of the Five of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, this is a very beautiful card too. You can see that there's just money circulating around everywhere. There is a very generous elder giving to the children in the card, and it just keeps going back around and around and around. So there's a very reciprocal cycle represented in the Six of Pentacles. And it's quite a turnaround from the 5, okay? And a massive turnaround from the 4. What the 4 is not understanding is that by giving, you receive, okay? So my notes on the 6 of Pentacles shows financial success and sharing of wealth. This is a sign that it's time to share time as well as money, because money is not everything when it comes to abundance. You know, love is, health is, time is, volunteering is. So you want to think of those things too. It could be a sign that any monies owed will be paid, like the universe gifting you back anything that you gave out previously. Like if you loaned somebody money, or, you know, you've got a massive tax return coming in. And this is showing that possibly a gift might be received. So it could be an indication that, you know, if you blessed somebody in the past, gave them a gift of monetary value or something to help them in their life without expecting anything in return, the universe always finds a way to bring that back to you. And it might not be through the same person. It could be through somebody else, because everybody represents a portion of the universe. So what goes around comes around. So this is a really good sign to be generous when you can. And if there's not enough money to help somebody out, surely there's something else that can be done. And just to give freely from the heart and receive freely to the heart. Okay, so really beautiful card. I love the Pentacles. There's a huge lesson to be learned here about mindset and giving and receiving. I'm really croaking a lot this morning, so excusez-moi. So 7 of Pentacles, and this guy's really like in love with this money tree here. So again, look at the imagery, you guys. Very blissful, like facial expression. Again, the beautiful warm tones, the lush background, and the 7 of Pentacles on some sort of bush here. So the 7 of Pentacles, and I'm going to my notes, shows that hard work will pay off. Financial gains are in the near future, or negotiations related to a sale or finance will have a good outcome. Keep planning for the future. Keep the abundance cycle going. So in some cards, there's a character and they're actively planting seeds. Okay, so today is always going to pay off for tomorrow. So keeping the future in mind. Like, what can I do today that my future self will thank me for? Planting seeds of abundance through the use of affirmations, the law of attraction, vision boards, investments, giving to other people, and understanding that what you plant will come back in for you. Okay, so one of my favorite cards. And the next one, this one is super cool too, and it's got some really beautiful imagery that will help trigger the memory of the card. So the 8 of Pentacles, you can see the character in the card. They're holding the pentacle as if it was a book, okay? And then there's pentacles floating in the background wanting to come in, okay? So I'm just going to move on to my notes. This can indicate learning a new skill. Being an apprentice could mean an offer of employment or a college acceptance. Could be a good time to change careers or turn a passion project into a career. So really focusing on how to improve life, okay? If I studied this, maybe I can get a certificate and earn more money. If I keep on studying the law of attraction, if I keep on reciting my affirmations, something glorious will come into me from the universe. Okay, so learning a little bit to attain a lot, and it'll just come showering in. So this is a really good sign of an impending fortune, putting a little bit of work into it though. And again, if you want the reversal, you just think of the negative aspects, like not wanting to learn anything, like, ugh, you know, nothing good ever happens for me, that kind of negative mindset. 9 of Pentacles, look at this. Okay, so planting the seeds here with the Seven of Pentacles, learning a little bit more on how to invest money, invest time into yourself, into other people, understanding that the universe is all about reciprocity, and what goes around comes around. What you give, you will receive. So the Nine of Pentacles is the effort of all the way through the Ace till now, everything coming back. It's like a payday. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles indicates a financial success or material security. It could represent an inheritance. This card brings in rewards for hard work. Okay, so this is the fruition. This is the garden that was planted in the Seven of Pentacles, where you can now go pluck things from your money tree. Okay, your abundance paying off because you stayed focused and kept a positive mindset. Really beautiful card. One of my favorites. Actually, they're all my favorite. So we're going to move on to the Ten of Pentacles, you guys. This is really, really beautiful imagery as well. You can see that there's a very happy family here, and they're just surrounded by pentacles. They're surrounded by love and abundance. The Ten of Pentacles can be called the jackpot card. When I showed you guys the first video, the first session, I used the Gilded Tarot, and it actually showed a treasure chest overflowing. So when you see this card, you can think jackpot card, everything paying off. Material matters, family matters, home matters, like everything, like close bonds. There's a castle in the background. There's multiple generations. There is a beautiful dog here, which I absolutely love because you guys know I'm crazy about my dog and everyone else's. So just a really heartwarming, everything's okay. Multiple generations are secure in finance and health and, you know, wealth and happiness and joy. So just the jackpot. Okay, so beautiful card. Page of Pentacles, you guys. So the pages are all about messages. I'm going to show you guys. So there's somebody coming in, possibly giving you a message about more money. Remember that the court cards, Page, Knight, Queen, King, have aspects of personality. So you might want to assign somebody to this card. I'm not going to let you guys know who I assigned because that would just not be not be fair, because nobody knows who I assigned to my own handwriting and my own study notes. So this is somebody, it's going to give you like the personal aspects of the page. This is somebody that could be very academic and studious, methodical, somebody that is very steady, self-disciplined, practical, and mechanically inclined. They could also have the physical attributes of the court cards, like the dark skin, or, you know, the dark hair or whatever. And again, the background is very rosy, so things are looking good. This indicates good news coming in related to finance or abundance. So you want to think of abundance as everything overflowing that is good, okay? Not just money. I think people get really hung up on abundance just being money, but it's really pointless to have a ton of money if you don't have the health to enjoy it. So we want to stay focused on that. Like, I do monthly readings for wealth and abundance, and I always clarify that this could be money or anything else in your life that you would like to come in overflowing. It could be a love relationship. It could be your health improving. It could be anything. It's not just about money. So, lecture over. So I'm going to move on to the Knight of Pentacles, and this guy's very wistful looking. He has a pentacle in front of his face. If you watch the swords, that guy was out for blood. The Knight of Pentacles, he's taking action in a completely different way. He's using a very thoughtful and methodical approach. He's very reliable when it comes to results. He's very steady and trustworthy, and something long awaited for is about to happen. The Knights are about action. They take messages from the Pentacles and they move forward in their life. So something is just like the bubble is about to burst with whatever sort of wealth or abundance that is being, you know, attracted, magnetized into the life. So I'm starting to fade, you guys. But I'll keep going. Don't worry. Don't worry. So this is why I keep my readings short, because it can be very exhausting to do this type of thing. So really remember that when you start to do your own readings, like how long do you want them to be? It can be very taxing. It really also depending on if you're channeling spirit guides, but you'll know what I mean when you start reading your own cards. It can be really hard on your brain, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles, she's very, very happy. She's holding her pentacle there. She's got a lovely bunny in her lap. Again, the background is very lush. There's bright colors. So when you see a card like this, it's all good. So the Queen of Pentacles, she represents somebody that never gives up on her goals. I'm just going to shift a little bit. My leg is falling asleep. Will Smith did this video and he said it in it, and that relates to the Queen of Pentacles so directly, where he talks about he's not the most talented, he's not the best looking, but his attitude determined his altitude, and he relates to it as being on a treadmill and being the last guy on the treadmill. So this is the Queen of Pentacles completely summed up. She has her goal in mind and nothing is going to stop her. She might get diverted, but she never gives up. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is financially secure. She's very generous. She's socially poised. She's very pulled together. She's hardworking and very determined. She could run a business very well. And this could indicate a well-deserved success coming in. This could have something to do with a goal paying off, or somebody that could be very successful in a financial career. This is somebody that is stubborn and single-minded, but this also puts them in a position to be incredibly successful. And this last point is hysterical. This is somebody that might seem very dull due to their incredibly deeply ingrained practical streak, okay? But man, she's successful. And anyway, we'll just move on to the King of Pentacles, keeping in mind that the kings are the ultimate power in the suit, okay? So you see the King of Pentacles, and he is sitting in his throne with his great big pentacle. Everything is green and lush. There's also the symbol of Taurus here, because Taurus is an earth sign. So everything is really beautiful. He's looking very proud and very content. So the King of Pentacles is somebody incredibly financially successful. They make excellent partners, fathers, husbands, whatever partner looks like for whoever you're reading for or yourself. They are not afraid of hard work. They have patience in business. They are generous financially. They could be involved in real estate, finance. They could be farmers or tradesmen, not afraid of hard work. They are stubborn and blunt. They are materialistic, and they could possibly be a miser. Okay, so this card resonates with the energy of being self-made. So if you're going to assign some sort of person, whether they're fictional or not, to the King of Pentacles personality, think of somebody that you know that started with nothing and they ended up with everything because they put their mind into it. They never gave up with the Queen of Pentacles. They kept on studying with the Eight of Pentacles. For me, I live in Canada. There's somebody that was on Dragon's Den. His name is Michael Weckerly, and he just turned his life into, like, he's so wildly successful right now. So that's the character that I assigned when I was studying the Pentacles, and I needed to assign a name to the King of Pentacles. This is somebody that can take all the lessons from the Suit of Pentacles, the keeping focused on the goals with the two, alchemizing something from nothing, maybe going through a period of time where the Four of Pentacles was in order and the Five of Pentacles happened, but then everything increasing and the value and just being able to sit in this position of having, I did this. Okay, so this is a very powerful card. This is what you want to see. Like if you're doing financial readings for people, wealth and abundance readings, I find that when I do private readings, questions related to finance and money matters are very popular for obvious reasons, because we need to fill the fridge and put a roof over our heads and take care of our kids and our fur babies and just be secure for now and hopefully for future generations. So anytime you see a pentacle, it's probably a sign of something very wonderful to come in related to wealth and abundance. Whew. I'm going to wrap this one up, you guys. Looking forward to your questions and comments. Take care.